Good day everyone, welcome back to Fides Trading channel, and we are back again with another Fides Flows video. We'll be taking a look at the indices as well as gold, seeing what's happened yesterday and how we can potentially capitalize today. It is Tuesday the 13th of May 2025, and without further ado, let's hop into the markets. Starting with gold, we can see that gold yesterday at the opening had a massive drop in value. Now, this was due to the parlay or the peace talks that came between the US and China based on tariffs. So now both the US and China have agreed to temporarily bring both tariff rates down to 10% respectively for the foreseeable future, potentially 90 days, as most news announcements have been stating. What this has done is brought value back into the US, and in turn it has removed value from the safe haven commodity, which is gold. So with the news being released over the weekend, the gold markets opened to a massive drop to the downside. We can see we consolidated for most of the Asian session. We did have some down movements here, bearish movements here, and then again when London session opened, we had another massive drop to the downside. After the London sessions, it seems that the market had found some fair market value, and that even during the US session, the markets remained pretty much stable, finding some ground again with gold near the support level of 3200. Now, is this a sustained move to the downside? I think it's still too early to tell, but let's go on to the 4-hour chart and just see what we can see. So as I mentioned, taking a look at the candles, we can see the massive bearish Maribozu candles at play here. And then we had bullish pin bars, some indecision candles. We had another bullish pin bar here this morning at 3 o'clock during the Asian session, which kind of pushed markets to the upside. But for the most part, the fair market value is still within this vicinity. And we are still determining if price is viewing this as a bullish platform to keep pushing to the upside, or if the bearish trend is sustained and we're going to continue to see downside movements. Now we can observe that price is trading below the 50 SMA at the moment. On the 4-hour chart, we are in the bearish region of the RSI below 45, and signals are indicating further bearish movement based on what we can see. We have structural bearish moves with lower highs, lower lows, and of course our indicators. But let's go into the 1-hour chart and see what we can observe there. So upon the 1-hour chart, you can see price comfortably trading below the 50 SMA. We've had some beautiful signals over here. Price testing the 50 SMA, landing within the sweet spot of the RSI between 45 and 55, before providing a pivot zone indicating that the retracement is complete and that bearish movement is going to continue. So of course this happened on Friday, and then we only got the movement on Monday, so we didn't capitalize on this opportunity, nor did we expect the London session to open with as much bearish volume as it did. However, with the retracement move that's currently taking place, we can see that price has moved close to the 50 SMA. We are in the sweet spot region of the RSI, and we could potentially see further downside movement back to the support at 3,200. So my anticipation is awaiting a test of said level. I can see that we are currently getting a test here at the 3265 level. I don't think a strong enough signal has been provided in the 1 hour to actually confirm the pivot in price. But if you would like to put a runner trade and wait for it to head down and actually wait for the confirmation to come in, that would be absolutely okay. Right now, I'm actually looking for a runner trade opportunity. However, coming into the 15-minute, I can see that price is now trading above the 50 SMA. We are in the bullish territory of the RSI. So we have conflicting signals between the 1 hour and the 15-minute in terms of the bearish and bullish nature of this market. In the very much intraday term, we are bullish, or I like to say bullish consolidation. The reason I'm saying bullish consolidation is that markets are ranging in this fair market value area at the moment. And until we see a firm break either to the upside above this 3265 level or below the 3200 level, we are awaiting market directionality to be confirmed. So right now, very low momentum in the gold markets. If you are going to be placing trades, I would say it's going to be scalping opportunities, play some runner trades, wait for market directionality, wait for momentum to kick in, and then take a firm trade based on solid risk management techniques. So that's the analysis for gold. Let's take a look at how the indices have been affected. Oh, just to also note, current gold price is 3253, while futures gold price is 3258. There's only a 4-point difference there at the moment. So 4-point difference is not that much to really be concerned by. If there was a larger gap there, obviously to the upside or downside, it would factor into the analysis. But right now, gold future prices does indicate that market is at a fair value level at the moment. So moving on to Nas100, we start on the 4-hour chart. We can see that yesterday we had that massive gap to the upside. The bullish momentum continued very much all the way until the, I'd like to say, mid-range of the London session. And then we very much fell into a bit of a consolidation phase. Markets tried to gap further up, but of course found resistance at 20,900. And then markets have since steadily dropped with low momentum there. So clear the market has found some fair market value, factoring in the 10% reciprocal tariffs on China and the US, and is just waiting for further news announcements before continuing. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, looking at all the factors at play, this level here at 20,300 being broken is a firm indicator that the bulls are still in control. And right now, I'm still seeing this as an impulse move to the upside. The retracement may be taking place. However, I would like to see further downside movement for this retracement, potentially back to the 20,300 level, where I would view this as support, see this gap being filled, seeing the trend line being tested, seeing the 50 SMA being tested, and the RSI falling within that sweet spot range. So then confirming the retracement. Once the retracement is confirmed, I can then look for a move to the upside, a further move to the upside. So at the moment, we are in an impulse move. We can observe that price is far removed from the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. We are very much in that bullish territory of the RSI. We are the bullish. We have bullish structure. We have a bullish trend line. So the markets are indicating bullish momentum. And what we are observing right now is just awaiting that retracement. And once that retracement takes place, we can look for further long positions. Coming into the 1 hour, we can see that this market is confirming the bullish nature. We're trading above the 50 SMA. We are very much in the bullish territory of the RSI. We can see that we did tap that overextended region of the RSI, and price is creating some RSI divergence right here. As you can see, these two levels are the same right there and there. However, the RSI shows two different levels, and there's a bit of a steep curvature between the two, and that RSI divergence does indicate the retracement is at play, and we could see further downside movements before we see a move to the upside. So I'm just waiting that retracement. I'm not looking to scalp or trade that retracement. I'm just waiting for it to come back, test, and then take a trade in line with the trend, in line with market directionality, and ride that wave to the upside. So that's a 1 hour chart. On the 15 minutes, we're very much in a consolidative nature. We can see very low momentum here. Even coming back to the 1 hour, we can see a lot of indecision candles at the moment. Lots of indecision in the recent markets, in the Asian session, in the London session open, very much indecision. So markets has not properly stepped in to confirm the retracement and to confirm that investors are pulling their profits out of the market and actually waiting for a discount zone so we can take long positions. So very much waiting for that US session. I think we have a lot of news today, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But for the most part, we are in a bit of a consolidation phase at the moment, and we are waiting for the markets to react. Moving on to US30, you can see US30 very much showing a similar sign. markets had a strong move to the upside based on the reciprocal tariff announcement. We still have a lot of bullish structure in the market. We have higher lows followed by respective higher highs, markets trading far beyond the 50 SMA, and we are in the overextended bullish territory right now. So very much that impulse move at the moment. We have not confirmed a retracement. The retracement does need to take place. It could potentially come down to 41,750, testing that level, testing the trend line, testing the 50 SMA, falling within the sweet spot region of the RSI before a further pop to the upside. And I'm looking to trade to the upside. I'm looking to trade in line with trend. So at the moment, nothing taking place. I'm just going to delete this because it was from yesterday. Nothing is taking place in relation to the markets. We are very much in that short-term consolidation phase. We can see per the 1 hour, markets are still in the bullish territory, trading above the 50 SMA. We are in the bullish region of the RSI. We still have bullish structure at play, but the retracement has not been confirmed. We have a lot of indecision candles here. We can see some spinning tops, some dojis, some small-bodied candles with some wick rejections to the upside, but nothing significant enough to actually kick off the retracement. So until the retracement takes place, I'm not looking for trades within the indices. I'll keep my focus on gold. The markets are retracing, and once the consolidation breaks and we can firmly see the retracement is at play, then we can start being a little bit more focused within the markets and waiting for that pop to the upside, potentially coming from the 1 hour time frame as a signal. Please excuse me. Taking a look at VIX, we can see that we are now comfortably below the 20 level. We are in the risk on territory. So what does that mean? Well, like I just explained, we are trading long with the indices. If we are trading long with the indices, it means that investors are looking to put money into the market. They are looking for those liquidity. They're looking for those discount zones. They want to keep the US market moving to the upside. And risk on just confirms that. It means people are willing to invest in these assets. They're willing to invest in stocks. They're willing to take their money out of gold to do so. They're not looking to hedge their bets, to take a safe bet. They want to have their money in something that has a lot more momentum, that garners a little bit more value, and that is the indices. So the VIX being at 18.74 below the 20 level means we are in that risk on territory, and we are looking for riskier assets such as the indices. So that is very much the analysis for today. I would like to just take a look at Bitcoin just to observe what's going on here. So we can see we are reaching very much the highs in Bitcoin. After that drop in April to about 75,000, we've had a massive pop back to 103, and we are making further bullish strides in this market. I do expect further upside potential with Bitcoin. However, the risky nature of this asset really puts me at an unease. So if you're looking to invest in Bitcoin and hold it, I think that's a safer bet. But from what I can observe in just my analysis and the strategy that I particularly use, I can see that price is trading comfortably above the 50 SMA. We have bullish structure, and price is within that sweet spot region of the RSI. Look at this. We have some beautiful pivot zones there. So if you are looking to invest, I would say invest now, because we're about to see another pop to the upside. And I'll be curious to see how far the value goes with Bitcoin during this next rally. So that is very much the analysis for today. Let's just take a look at news and see what's happening. So taking a look at news today, we can see we have USD news at 2:30. We have core CPI, and we have government Bailey speaking for the pound. So make sure you factor in your fundamental analysis today. Take a look at some of the articles on FX Street regarding stocks and gold. Make sure you absorb the headlines, see how it fits into your strategy. Make sure you are aware of the time frames that this is happening in. Make sure it aligns with your strategy. And with that, have a blessed trading day. Hope everyone makes some money, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers, everyone.